Hello everyone, welcome back to True Oracle Tarot. This reading is for Aquarius, week ending November 15, 2025. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share this video if you feel connected to this reading or know anyone who may need to hear this message. Also, it tells the algorithm to push the video out to reach others who may need to hear this reading. Thank you. I hope everyone's doing well. Thank you for stopping by. I'm just doing an experiment this week, Aquarius. I hope you like this reading, just to see what the reach is on these videos. If it's minimal, very small, I'm just gonna most likely go back to doing the collective pick a stack or pick a pack, as some people might say, reading. Pick a pile, actually, is what they call it. And then the monthlies, and as the channel grows, I'll branch out more and do more readings. If you have a question or a comment, feel free. I'll reply. May not be right away, but I'll reply. Your first card is the Strength card. You have the Six of Cups, Ten of Swords, the Hangman, the Moon, the Lovers, it's cute, and the Knight of Cups. All right, so the Strength card is all about courage for you, Aquarius. Courage and compassion. Your ability to overcome challenges with class, right? But also, you need to overcome some self-doubt. Okay, you might be suffering with some self-doubt. I mean, we all have that from time to time. Okay. It's a message, just a reminder that you have the inner strength and resilience to face your difficulties head on, whatever they might be. Okay? Draw on your spiritual spiritual strength, your morals and compassion at this time. Okay, those are the things that ground you. And here you are at the Six of Cups. It's Six of Cups is basically a nostalgia card. You looking back into the past, reminiscing about perhaps childhood memories, experiences you've had in the past. Maybe, past relationships. It suggests that you might be drawing on, depending on what you're going through, just comforts of the past. Again, good memories, good relationships, moments in time, right, when things were perfect. It seems so perfect, right? We look back on it now and we're like, gosh, things were so different then. It was so calm. You'll find stability in the present, Aquarius. Okay? You have the inner strength and the resilience to face your difficulties head on. Drawing on your spiritual and moral compassion. right? As it says in the Strength card. Okay? The card, the Six of Cups also, it points to comfort and familiarity. God, I don't know why I can't pronounce that word for some reason. Perhaps suggesting a need to reconnect with, one's roots or past relationships. You may, sometimes we just have to move on. The thing is that we can revisit the past. It's nice to revisit and ponder about childhood memories and stuff, but if it's a relationship, sometimes you just have to let go. Okay? Sometimes we just have to let go and move on. And you have the Ten of Swords here. The Ten of Swords is a card, typically a sign of like a difficult ending or a period that is of intense pain of some sort, some type of betrayal that's ending. That feeling, that sadness. It can indicate also, you reaching the lowest point. When we hit the bottom, there's no place else to go but up. Okay, Aquarius? It's an ending of a cycle for you. A new beginning is on the horizon. Remember that. It's a reminder that even the darkest times, there's hope and renewal. Stay focused on your goals at this time, Aquarius. Alright? And here you are, the Hangman. The Hangman is like a pause. A moment of suspension. You may feel stagnant or for some reason. You have to, it's forcing you to reassess your situation or look at it from a different point of view. Whatever trials you're going through right now, you might feel like you're in a state of limbo. Take some time off, which could mean, just walking away from the situation or simply changing your perspective, change your perspective on it. Don't let it control you. Just trust the process. Do what you need to do. Sometimes we just need to cut things out of our lives that no longer serves us, right? Here's the moon. What's hidden is usually revealed, right? The card is associated with dreams and intuition and the subconscious. It's a time of uncertainty and confusion, the Hangman, okay? You're having to navigate through the unknown. It's tough. But the moon encourages you to trust your instinct because you have the instincts to get you through this. And pay attention to your dreams also, as they may hold the answers that you're seeking in your current situation. And despite all, there's the Lover's card. It's a happy card. It represents love, perfect union, harmony, and choice. It's also a crossroads card. You may have a major choice where you must make a decision that aligns with your heart and your values. The Lovers can also represent a union of opposites, You know, it's also suggesting find balance. Okay? Find balance. Find balance in your life. Remain grounded. You have the Knight of Cups here. You know, and the Knight of Cups is a messenger of love. You know, some of these cards, it's just a journey, okay? This is not life. This is not where your life is. You're not going to be stuck here. This is just telling you. It's just alerting you, look, this is what may come. It doesn't necessarily mean it's coming in the way it says here, but you may touch on some of this emotion, this emotional turmoil, but it doesn't mean this is just a journey. This is not your life, okay? But the Knight is a messenger of, you know, it's a messenger of love and emotion. You have that, right? It's bringing news. If you're not in a relationship, you have a new connection coming, a romantic connection, okay? You'll have a period of emotional exploration, creativity, sensitivity. You know, the Knight of Cups usually encourages us to follow our heart, you know, express our feelings, even if it means taking a leap of faith. Sometimes we just, you know, we just have to do it, you know. You know, if it's a new person, they might be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Aquarius, your social life is highlighted this week. It's a lot of, I mean, it's nice. It's a really lovely reading. You know, focus on your friendship and community. Everybody's suffering from the Mercury retrograde right now. You know, it may cause some confusion in your communication. So be clear in your communications. Okay, be concise in your interactions with others. You know, it's a good time also to focus on personal growth for you, you know, and self improvement. I'm sending you positive vibes, Aquarius. Thank you for stopping by.